Testing. 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 Testing 1, 2. Hatchet House for tonight's basketball game. The Washington Hatchets will be hosting the JHS Wildcats here at the Hatchet House. This is a huge game here. I'm Caleb Knepp here for tonight's solo presentation. It'll be a lot of fun to see how this game goes. There's two big-time rivals in. It's going to be a lot of fun to commentate, a lot of fun to watch. You know, these are two teams that are met in sectionals last year. Obviously, Jasper came out on top then, and they met in the regular season as well, and Washington actually came out on top there. So, two very evenly matched teams, and it's going to be fun to see who comes out on top. You know, this is a tough team, but, you know, this is a big conference matchup due to the fact for Jasper, if they want to stay in the chance for the a share for the championship at all, they're going to have to win this one, considering the fact they're already 1-2 in the conference with a couple tough losses to Mount Carmel and Vincennes. However, picking up the win at Mount Vernon, so there's a bright side there. The Hatchets, they come in at 11-5 overall and a 1-0 conference record with a win over Mount Vernon. So the Hatchets very much need to win this one. You know, if the Hatchets can really just come into the final Big 8 game 5-0, that would be huge, because Mount Carmel was a very tough team this year, very tough. And the nice thing about it is that is an Illinois team, and we won't have to see them in the tournament at all. But they're still a conference team. We always want to win the conference. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. It's going to be a tough game. You know, Jasper, they like to push the ball up the floor, score in transition, but they do run a lot of secondary and like set plays in the half court. But you know, they like to play quickly, like a lot of teams do, and they do it very well. That's why they've had a very successful season so far. Currently, they're actually the favorite in our sectional, but, you know, I think the winner of this game has to be the obvious favorite, you know. And we'll talk about that more later during the game, but this is a huge game just for that factor. We'll be back here momentarily for the starting lineups and the start of the game here with WHSH Radio. Welcome back here to the Hatchet House for your starting lineups. Right now they're currently doing the Hatchet starting lineups. But starting for Jasper are at the guard positions, number 15, Tyler Nottingham, number 13, Austin Simmons, number 11, Elliot Prange, and at the forwards, number 33, Justin Persone, and number 41, Gerald Englert. Starting for the Hatchets, Tyson Wright, Matt Stevens, Billy Fleetwood, Jacob Overton, and Gage Latham. So this is a lineup that the Hatchets have been sticking with as of late, and it's been working very well as the Hatchets are on a 4-game winning streak, and it's propelled the Hatchets to a winning record, and hopefully it'll just keep going that way, keep going in favor of the Hatchets. We could stay here for the tip-off. Be Jacob Overton setting to tip against number 41 of Jasper, Jared Englert. Englert is a 6'4" sophomore. And there's the tip. And it is won by the Hatchets into the hands of Tyson Wright. Wright has the ball. He gives it to Jacob Overton. Overton to Stevens, to Fleetwood. Fleetwood looks. He's going to give it to Gage Latham on the top. Latham drives, gives it to Matt Stevens. He dribbles in a little bit, and they're going to call a foul on, let's see who they ring up for it here. Looks like they're going to get Elliot Prange for the foul. That'll be his first foul. And the ball is inbounded to Tyson Wright, given over to Matt Stevens. Stevens drives in, gives it to Wright. Wright resets the play, gives it to Fleetwood. And they're going to call an offensive foul, I believe, on Matt Stevens right there. And it'll be Jasper ball. It's not the way you want to start if you're a Hatchet fan. If you are a Hatchet fan. Oh, excuse me, they're going to get Jacob Overton for the foul right there. Ball is inbounded to Austin Simmers. They're going to call a foul on Tyson Wright. 2 quick fouls here for the Hatchets, and that is not the way you want to start this game. You know, Wright was just pressing Simmers straight from the inbound. And that's what the Hatchets are going to look to do, is the full court press, but you know, you can't get into quick foul trouble. It's something the Hatchets really cannot afford, especially against a tough Big 8 conference opponent tonight. Ball is over to Nottingham. Nottingham throws it into Englehart, and Englehart scores, excuse me. Matt Stevens will bring it up the court. He gives it to Tyson Wright. Wright gives it to Overton. Over to Fleetwood. Fleetwood gives it inside to Stevens. Stevens pull up 2. Nice shot there by Matt Stevens. You know, what Stevens does is really against my idea of playing inside out, but he shoots the long 2 so well. Ball is thrown into number 33, Justin Persone, for an easy 2. And that'll give the Wildcats back another lead. Tyson Wright gets it across the floor. It's across the court. He gives it to Overton. Overton to Fleetwood inside to Stevens. Stevens puts it up. Foul and 1. What a play by Matt Stevens right there. Senior stepping up when it's needed. As we're going to need to see a lot of Matt Stevens and Jacob Overton tonight if we're going to come out with a W. This is a chance for his 5th point already on the night, as he's all of the Hatchets have scored so far. In for Jasper is Reese Milligan, number 25. See here how he fares at the free throw line tonight, as they're probably going to foul him quite a bit. And it is up and in. Very nice shot there. Hatchets now to have a 5-4 lead here early, as Simmers gets it up the floor, throws it to Englert, and nearly taken away by the Hatchets, but it's going to be in the corner to Simmers. He's going to dribble in. He's going to get inside. It's going to be tipped by Matt Stevens off the backboard, and it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Jasper ball, however. Nice play right there by Stevens to tip that ball. You know, now that Stevens back, it's just a night and day difference for the Hatchets. He's just played so well since he's been back. Simmers has it, gets around right. He gives it to Nottingham. Nottingham gives it back to Simmers. Simmers dribbles in, gives it out. 3 ball on the way. No good. Rebounded by Gage Latham. It's going to be into the hands of Matt Stevens. That was number 33, Justin Persone, who missed it. And there's going to be a foul called on the Wildcats. Another one in. Matt Stevens will have a chance for 2 more right here. And it'll be Austin Simmers' first. Stevens has a chance to increase the Hatchet lead to 3 here. His first one, it's up, and it is no good. It rattles out. See if he can at least get the lead to 2 right here. You know, we can't miss our free throws tonight. This is too good of a team to be able to just, you know, give up easy points. And he sinks the second. He's now 2 for 3 at the line already tonight. As Reese Milligan brings it up court. He is trapped. Gets it to Simmers, however. Simmers into the corner to Engler. Engler takes a... See if they're going to call that a 2 or a 3. But he sinks it, however, and I believe they're going to call that a 3. Very nice shot there by Engler. As Wright gets it across the court. He dribbles in. Gives it back out to Billy Fleetwood. Fleetwood gives it to Stevens. Stevens in the corner to Overton. Overton dribbles in. He's trapped. And he'll get the ball out to Fleetwood, however. Fleetwood brings it back out, gives it to Overton. Overton looks inside to Latham. Latham back to Overton. Overton, he gives it to Latham. Latham in the post. No good. And it's going to be rebounded by Jasper into the hands of Simmers. And Jasper now has the ball in the half court. As 2-point shot is no good. Rebounded by Gage Latham. It's going to be given to Tyson Wright. Shot was missed by Justin Persone, as it'll be Hatchet ball here. Overton now has the ball. He gives it to Wright. Right, dribbles in, gives it back out to Overton. Overton pump fakes, drives in, gives it inside to Gage Latham, and he misses the bunny shot, gets his own rebound, puts it up, and this one's good. A very nice play there by Gage Latham, and that's what we need to see there by the big junior right there. He's been playing so well as Jasper scores another 2 points right there. That was Reese Milligan with a good 2-point shot right there. But Gage Latham's just been playing so much better since, really about 4 or 5 games into the season. Just really has just stepped up, played well in the post, defended very well, played well offensively, grabbed boards. As Stevens puts up a nice 2-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Overton. Overton goes back up. He's going to be called for the travel. That's a tough call right there. But it'll be Jasper ball, however. Coming in for Jasper will be number 43, Eric Norduff. It'll be Jasper ball. As Nordoff gets it up, he gives it to, it's going to be outside to Simmers. Simmers gets it to Nordhoff. Nordhoff dribbles in, gets it out, into the corner. That shot is no good. 3-pointer no good by Eric Nordoff, and it's going to be Hatchet ball. Tyson Wright gives it to Overton. Overton, heavily guarded, gives it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood, 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Gage Latham, very nice. And they're going to call a foul. What a play by Gage Latham right there. That's what you need to see right there. It's going to be a scrappy game. We know these are two teams that really want this win, that really need this win. Want to make a big statement here tonight. And, right now the Hatchets are playing very well. Down by 1, but, hopefully we'll just keep it going. Overton drives in, gives it in to Latham. Very nice pass. They're going to call a foul on Gage Latham right there. That was a tough call right there, but regardless, it'll be Jasper ball as Simmers will bring it up the court. 3:04 here to go. Jasper holds a 1-point lead here as Persone drives in and makes a nice 2-point basket. That's his 7th point of the contest tonight. As Matt Stevens will bring it up. Stevens dribbles in, gives it out to Fleetwood. Fleetwood. He picks up his dribble, gives it to Overton. Overton over to Wright. Wright. He's going to bring it back up top and give it to Overton. Overton. He drives in, gives it to Latham. Out to Fleetwood. Fleetwood. He's going to throw it into Overton. Overton works the post move. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Simmers of Jasper. It's going to be into the hands of number 25. They're going to call a charge there on number 25, Reese Milligan. It'll be Hatchet ball. That'll be his first personal. Very nice job right there to take the charge by the Hatchets. But both teams really need this win tonight. Be a big statement win as far as, sectional goes. You always want to make sure you can come out on top of all your sectional opponents during the season. It looks like Stevens going to come off the court, possibly for some blood. But we'll see what comes out of that, as Austin Fox will come into the game. Ball is inbound to Billy Fleetwood. Fleetwood. He's going to get it across the timeline, gets it to Wright. Wright. Gives it to Overton. Overton. He drives in, puts up a 2. That is long, no good. Rebounded by Englert. And it'll be into the hands of... And Englert's going to take a long 3. That is good. Very nice shot there by Jared Englert. He's already at 10 points for the game. Wright drives in. Gives it to Fox. Fox inside to Overton. Maybe a foul right there, but no call. Fleetwood has it. Stevens is coming back to the bench now, so it appears not to be too big of an issue. Wright has it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood drives, pulls back out, gives it to Latham. Latham to Fox. Fox gives it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood to Fox. Fox into Latham. Latham Gives it back out to Fox. Over to Overton. Overton to Fleetwood. 57 seconds here to go as he gives it to Overton. Overton dribbles in, drives the baseline, throws it out. It's going to be tipped by Engler. Engler's going to get the ball. And Jasper in transition. Shot is long, no good. That was not a good shot in my opinion right there. You really have to get to the rim if you're in transition like that. Took the short 2-point jumper, and it's just not a good decision. Tyson Wright has it. He's going to give it to Billy Fleetwood. There's 27 seconds here to go as the Hatchets will look for most likely the last shot, but Jasper is going to pester them a little bit. They don't want them just to hold it for the last shot completely, but regardless, the Hatchets are going to try to. Overton has it. He gives it to Fox. Over to Wright. Wright. Dribbles right. Gives it to Overton. Overton. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Puts up a 2. They're going to be, I'm not for sure if they're going to call a 2 or 3 on that one, but it's a foul. And they're going to get Englert for that one. That'll be his his first. And they're going to call it a 3-point shot, so a chance to get 3 points here at the free throw line for Jacob Overton. First one is up, and it's good. Very nice there by Jacob Overton. That's his first point of tonight's contest. Second one is good as well. Very nice. As Matt Stevens will check in here for the Hatchets in place of Kane Fox. Austin Fox. And third one is up. That one is short, no good. Rebounded by Gage Latham. 1 second, puts up the shot, and it's going to go off the back of the backboard. And that'll bring us here to the end of the first quarter. Jasper has a 14-10 lead over the Washington Hatchets. We'll be back in 1 minute here with WHSH Radio. Welcome back here to the Hatchet House. We get set for the start of the second quarter. Jasper has a 4-point lead here over the Hatchets. There's a great crowd here on hand tonight. Not the best we've seen this year, but very good cheer block. Jasper has a decent-sized cheer block, and the cheer block for Washington is very into this game, which is always a good thing. That's what we're going to need if we're going to want to win this game. We need a lot of intensity in the building. So it'll be Jasper ball to start here in the second quarter. It'll be inbounded to Nottingham. Nottingham, their leading scorer, averaging 17 points a game, has not yet broken into the scoring column. He gives it to Milligan. Milligan gives it to Nottingham. Nottingham. He's going to give it to Milligan. Milligan. Back to Nottingham. Nottingham. He's going to take a 3, and it's good. You can't leave him open for 3. He's shooting 47% from 3 this year. It's something you just cannot do. Very nice shot there by Tyler Nottingham. It'll be Matt Stevens with the ball here. Overton to Fleetwood. Fleetwood. He's going to throw it inside to Jeremiah Kirsch. Over to Matt Stevens. Stevens, nice 2-point shot by Matt Stevens. Huge play there, as we really needed a score, as they had a 7-point lead. Now it's cut down to 5. And it is Simmers, gets it out to Nottingham, and he's going to miss that one. We're going to call a foul on Jacob Overton. That is a tough call there for the Hatchets. That is his second already. It'll be Jasper ball. They're going to get it in, and it's going to be over to Simmers. And Simmers, he's going to get it to Nottingham. He's going to dribble left. Get it out to Simmers. Simmers takes a three. No good. Rebound by Matt Stevens. The Hatchet ball. Great chance here to cut this lead. Stevens dribbles in, gives it out to right, loses control, and it's going to be into the hands of Milligan. Milligan's going to give it to Simmers in transition here. Simmers is going to throw it in. It's going to be nearly out of bounds, but it's going to be into the hands of Englert. Englert over to Milligan. Milligan drives the baseline, and he misses the shot. Into the hands of Matt Stevens. The Hatchets look to push it up in transition. Tyson Wright has it to Overton. Overton thinks about three. He does take it. And that is long, no good. Into the hands of Tyler Nottingham. Nottingham gets it up quickly. He drives in. Nearly loses control of it, but he'll get it to Milligan. Milligan has it. He gives it to Simmers. To Nordhoff. To Milligan. Might have walked with it right there. It was close. Nottingham has it. He's going to drive in, put up a little floater. No good off the backboard. Rebounded by Jacob Overton. Hatchets really need to score right here. As Stevens has it. Looks to make something happen. Gives it to Wright. Wright over to Fleetwood. Fleetwood to Overton. Overton gets it into Stevens. Stevens backs him down, puts up a shot. He's going to be fouled, and it's going to drop. Very nice play by Matt Stevens there. What a play. And he's going to have a chance for one more. Oh, wait. Yes, excuse me. They're going to get number 13, Austin Simmers for the Pellets, his second. As Stevens has a chance for an and one. It's up. And it is no good. Rebounded by Nordhoff. Prange over to Nordhoff to Simmers, or excuse me, to Milligan back to Prange. And it's going to be tipped away into the hands of Billy Fleetwood. And he's going to give it to Matt Stevens as Jacob Overton has it. He gives it to Billy Fleetwood, to Kiowa Jones. Kiowa Jones checks into the ball game, and he's going to give it to Matt Stevens. Long two, just rattles out. Tough shot there, but that's his game. The long two. Throws it over into the corner to Milligan. Milligan steps in, takes a long two. No good. Rebounded by Kiowa Jones. So he tipped out of bounds by Jasper. That was number 33, Justin Persone, who knocked it out. It'll be Hatchet ball. Interesting look here for the Hatchets as the freshman Kiowa Jones, number 12, checks into the game here. He's already grabbed a board. Jones has it. He gives it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood over to Stevens. Stevens dribbles around, gives it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood takes the three. No good. And it's going to be into the hands of Matt Stevens. What a hustle play there by Matt Stevens. Can't say enough about what he does. And he takes a three. That's no good. Tipped away nearly into the hands of Kiowa Jones, but it's going to be into the hands of Simmers. Simmers has it. They're going to call a foul on Jeremiah Kirsch right there. Jeremiah Kirsch was just basically following him down the court, trying to hopefully box him out of bounds, but they're going to call a foul on him. That'll be his first. Still a three-point lead here for the Jasper Wildcats with 3:55 here to go in the second quarter. 17-14 is the score. As Prange will inbound it to Nordhoff. Nordhoff to Nottingham. Nottingham dribbles in, puts up a two-pointer. That is no good. Rebounded by Jacob Overton. Nice rebound there by the senior. He's going to bring it up the court himself. He's going to throw it into Kiowa Jones, who's going to be, and it's going to be blocked. Clean block there by Jasper. Very nice play by Elliot Prange. And it'll be Washington ball, however. Fans want a foul, but that looked pretty clean to me, so it's going to be inbounded to Billy Fleetwood. Fleetwood to Overton. Overton in the corner to Stevens. Stevens for three. That one's going to drop, and we have a tie game. Matt Stevens is absolutely tearing apart the Jasper Wildcats offensively right now. He already has 14 of the Hatchet's 17 points. Or excuse me, 13. as Nottingham has it. Nottingham drives in. He's going to lose control into the hands of Jeremiah Kirsch. Billy Fleetwood will bring it up for the Hatchets, as now everything is going right for the Hatchets. In the corner to Overton. Overton takes a screen from Kirsch, but Overton drives to the hoop himself. What a nice play by Jacob Overton, and the Hatchets have a 2-point lead. This is what we like to see from the Hatchets, is just all-around good play. There's going to be a foul on Jacob Overton, however, on the play. That'll be his third personal. That is not what you want to see. And he might have to take a seat right here. Yeah, I see Kane Fox coming over to Austin Fox coming over to the scores bench to come in for him. And he'll miss the first one, as that was Justin Persone who missed that free throw. Persone has one more coming. And he missed it as well. And he'll be rebounded by Kiowa Jones. And he's going to give it to Jeremiah Kirsch, who gives it to Billy Fleetwood. You have to hit those free throws if you want to win this game. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Frange, as the pass was intended for Kiowa Jones, but it'll be Hatchet ball. The Hatchets are really playing well right now. They've come back from a 7-point deficit on a 9-0 run here. The ball is inbounded to Billy Fleetwood. Fleetwood. He dribbles around, gives it to Kiowa Jones. Jones gives it in the corner to Fox. Fox. Stevens drives in, puts up a floater. That is nice. That is a good shot. Anything that could go right for the Hatchets is going right for the Hatchets right now, as Matt Stevens hits another pair. Milligan drives in, hits Jeremiah Kirsch, puts up a shot, no good, rebounded by Engler, and he's going to get an and one. Very nice play there by Jared Engler to grab the rebound and take the contact for an and one possibility. Englert already has 12 points, chance to make it 13, and he misses it. And it's going to be into the hands of, and there's a skirmish on the floor, into the hands of Billy Fleetwood. Very nice play there to get down and on the floor by the Hatchets. Given to Stevens. Stevens to Kirsch. Kirsch over to Jones. Jones. He looks. It's going to be tipped by Englert. Englert's going to save it himself. Very nice play there. Anybody's going to miss the tough shot. That was a hustle, very nice hustle play there by Jared Engler, but just couldn't finish, as he was the only one up the court for him, as he did all that himself. Minute 29 here to go. Hatchets still have a 2-point lead, as Stevens has it. He gives it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood to Jones. Jones drives in, puts up a shot. Very nice play by the freshman. Very nice. Those are his first 2 points. And Nottingham nearly loses control. Gives it to Milligan, over to Prange. He picks up his dribble, and he's going to give it to Nottingham. He's going to dribble in. He's going to be fouled on the way in. We get 2 shots. 53.8 here to go. 4-point lead for the Hatchets. Jasper has struggled from the free throw line so far, so we'll see how Tyler Nottingham, their leading scorer, fares. He's averaging about 17 points a game right now. He's their leading scorer. He's played very well all season. First one is up, and he sinks it. That's his 4th point of the contest. The Hatchets have a 3-point lead. They're looking to, and he's going to sink the second. Let's see if the Hatchets will hold for the last possession, for the last shot, As Stevens brings it up and gets it across the timeline. Gives it to Fleetwood. He holds it. Gives it to Fox. Back to Fleetwood. Over to Stevens. Stevens back to Fleetwood. 32 seconds to go. He gives it to Jones. Jones to Stevens. He holds it. 24 as the official starts counting. Gives it to Fleetwood. And now the official is counting for Fleetwood. Gives it to Fox. Fox. He is trapped in the corner. And he's going to call a timeout with 11.7 seconds here. We'll be back here in 30 seconds for the conclusion of the second quarter here with WHSH Radio. Welcome back here to the Hatchet House. 11.7 seconds here to go in the second quarter. It'll be Hatchet ball. And they'll inbound it from about the half-court line. A chance to hopefully extend the lead here before halftime. And what has been a very well-played ball game by both teams. It'll be inbounded to Stevens. Stevens has it in the backcourt. And he'll get it across the timeline. 5 seconds. Stevens. Stevens loses control into the hand of... And shot is up. It's no good. It was into the hands of, I believe that was Nordhoff. Puts up a half-court shot in desperation. It'll be no good. We'll be back here in a few minutes for our halftime show and the keys to the winning the game. This is Caleb Knapp here with WHSH Radio. First for Jasper. Tyler Nottingham has 5 points, 2 free throws. Justin Persone has 2 points. Jared Englert, leading the scoring column, has 12 points already. Reese Milligan has 2. And now for the Hatchets. Matt Stevens has a staggering 15 points already. I mean, he has just played the lights out. He has just, really carried this team so far. And it's night and day difference, like I said, this team with Stevens and without Stevens. That's why this team struggled. That's why this team, isn't getting a lot of the credibility they deserve because they lost a lot of early games due to a lack of, just not being at full strength. Also, Jacob Overton has 4, Gage Latham has 2, and Kiowa Jones has 2. Well, the Hatchets really, they need to keep doing what they're doing. That's really just working the ball around, getting a good shot. They're not an excellent shooting three-point team. They've hit a couple tonight, but really they need to just keep getting decent shots, which, working into the post, driving with Overton, Stevens, getting into Gage, anything, this is just what they have to do because last year's team, we all know, shot very well from 3. It was just a great shooting team. But this year's team just has to find new ways to score, and so far they've done a very good job with that tonight. And, just going to have to keep trying it, and, maybe we'll improve from 3, but as of right now, it is what it is. This is Caleb Napier at WHS Radio. We'll be back here in a few minutes to wrap up the halftime show. Welcome back here to the Hatchet House for the conclusion to our halftime show. Momentarily, we'll be starting the second half, but as of right now, I just want to talk about, this year's sectional. This year's sectional is really, it's wide open as far as our sectional 31, which consists of Jasper, Vincennes, Washington, Princeton, Pike Central, and Southridge. It's here at the Hatchet House this year, which, that could be in favor of the Hatchets. That could have been what really hurt them last year going to sectional, but because it was at Southridge. But Hatchets really have a very good shot, and this game could be a big statement if they come out with the win here tonight. But as far as, how open it is this year, I mean, defending champion Pike Central was defeated by Princeton this year. Princeton's playing pretty well at the moment. We got teams like, obviously, Pike Central as well. Vincennes defeated this Jasper team, this very good Jasper team. So, I mean, it's really anyone's game. It's really anyone's sectional. Southridge, they've suffered a lot of tough losses, but you never know. They could get in there, too. But really, there's 5 teams that I think could easily win this sectional. It'll be fun to see at the end of the year. Teams are still, seeing, the other teams, looking at, developing scouting reports, strategies. They really just got to figure it out. And I do think that this Washington team has a very, very good chance tonight, in sectional. As the teams take the court here to begin the third quarter of the second half, it'll be Hatchet ball to start it. It'll be inbounded to Tyson Wright here to begin the third quarter. Hatchets come out with a 2-point lead here, 23-21. Ball is given to Billy Fleetwood. Fleetwood. He dribbles. He's going to give it to Gage Latham at the top of the perimeter. And he's going to give it to Tyson Wright. Wright throws it over to Fleetwood. Fleetwood throws it to Matt Stevens. Stevens. Hatch is coming out very slow right now. Wright gives it back to Stevens. Stevens over to Fleetwood. Fleetwood to Overton. Overton into Stevens. Stevens into Latham. Puts up a shot. Very nice shot by Gage Latham. His emergence this year has really helped the Hatchets. That's his 4th point of the game. Played very well offensively and defensively in the post. And the ball is in the hands of Englert. Englert puts up a shot. That's going to be no good. Rebounded by Gage Latham. Another good rebound there by Gage Latham. Stevens will bring it up. He's going to give it to Wright. Wright sets up the play. And gives it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood. He gives it to Latham. Latham over to Stevens. Stevens. He's going to give it to Wright. Wright. Over to Fleetwood. Fleetwood. He backs out. Gives it into Stevens, who throws it out to Overton. Overton, a 3 on the way. Good. And that'll give the Hatchets a 7-point lead here. And a timeout is called by Jasper. And we will be back here in 30 seconds. The Hatchets have now emerged to a 7-point lead here with 6:35 to go here in the second quarter. I'm Caleb Napier with WHSH Radio. Welcome back here to the Hatchet House. Hatchets have come out to a 7-point lead here with a 3 by Jacob Overton. And, I mean, this team actually, the clock issue right now, I just noticed that the clock started running. No one noticed it, however. 5 seconds just ran off the clock, but okay. Ball is in by Tyler Nottingham. He gets it to Person, who gets it back to Simmers, back to Nottingham, into Englert. Englert puts up a 2, banks in, and it is good. Very nice shot there by Englert. That's his 14th point of the contest. Tyson Wright brings it across the timeline. He gives it to Billy Fleetwood. Fleetwood to Overton. Overton to Wright. Wright. He gives it to Stevens. Stevens back to Wright. It's going to be tipped by Jasper, but into the hands of Billy Fleetwood. He's going to put up a long 2. Long, no good. Rebounded by Jacob Overton. He's going to dribble to the hoop. It's going to be short, no good. Put up and in. What a play there by Jacob Overton. He has just played so well when, you know, driving to the basket just so well, as Nottingham gives it to, I believe that is, excuse me, it's out to Prange, who gives it to Simmers. Simmers, back to Prange. Prange resets the play. Heavily guarded by Jacob Overton. He gets it to Simmers. Simmers. He drives in. Gets it to Prange. Prange a three on the way. Air ball, no good. Rebounded by Tyson Wright. And now the Hatchets can really do what they want, as Jacob Overton puts up a long two. Rebounded by Simmers into the hands of Prange. Prange gets it to Simmers. Simmers throws it across to Nottingham. Nottingham, three on the way, and that's what you cannot do. I believe Tyler Nottingham open for three. He is the team's best three-point shooter, and he drains it. So Jasper cuts the lead to 4, as the Hatchets need to respond here. Overton has it. Overton drives the baseline. They're going to call a foul on Englert. It'll be his second. Be just an inbound under the basket. First team foul for Jasper. Gets it into Gage Latham. No one to pass it to. Gets it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood gets it to Overton. Overton, long two. That is good. Very nice shot there by Jacob Overton. One thing the Hatchets have done very well this year, as I said, is shoot the long two. Nottingham gets it to Simmers. Simmers to, I believe that was Persone. And it's into the hands of Prange. Over to Persone again. Persone dribbles around. Throws it into Engler, and there is no one there. And it'll be Hatchet ball with the 6-point lead here. That was just a bad pass there by Persone. Nothing that Engler could do right there. So it'll be Hatchet ball. As Overton gets into the Stevens. Jasper has a full court press. Right. Gets it across the timeline. He gets it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood throws it in. There's going to be a foul called. Two guys kind of going after Overton right there. We'll see who they get for it. Looks like they're going to get number 43, Eric Nordoff. That'll be his first personal. It's going to be inbounded to Jacob Overton. Overton throws it out to Wright. Wright thinks about the three. Power passes it back to Jacob Overton. Overton back to Wright. Wright throws it inside to Stevens. Stevens backs down the post. Nearly travels, but gets it to Gage Latham. And they're going to call a foul here on, I believe, Matt Stevens. Or maybe, I think he stepped on the baseline, actually. So no foul, but Gage Latham must have stepped on the baseline, as Prange has it. He gets it to, it's going to be out to Simmers, over to Nottingham. Nottingham inside to Nordhoff. Nordhoff out to number 33, Persone. He gives it to, and they're going to call a travel there on Tyler Nottingham. Nottingham has just not played like himself tonight. He only has 6 points. He's averaging 17. Obviously, there's a lot to go, but he's just not been, a real factor in this game, which is great what the Hatchets have done. But he'll be charged with a travel right there, and it'll be Hatchet ball with a 6-point lead. With 3:08 here to go in the third quarter. Fleetwood gives it back to Wright. Wright dribbles. He picks up his dribble, gives it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood has it. Fleetwood makes his move inside, does not, however. And he's going to give it out to Wright. Wright dribbles in, gives it out to Overton. Overton thinks about the three, but drives in instead. Gives it inside to Gage Latham. He's wide open. Easy 2-point basket for Gage Latham to push this lead to 8. Very nice play there by Gage Latham. That's his 6th point of the contest, as free ball is on the way from Tyler Nottingham. And that's the Tyler Nottingham that the Hatchets need to stop. The three, and that's a turnover into the hands of Jasper. 5 quick points right there. I believe that was Simmers right there. They got the 2-point basket. Hatchets still have a 3-point lead, so that was costly. 5 quick points, that's not something you can do. And I believe they're going to get Austin Simmers for the foul right there. Excuse me, they're going to get Eric Nordhoff for it. That'll be his second. Stevens will inbound. And he looks, gets it into Overton, nearly over his head. But he controls it, gets it to right. To Stevens. Stevens into Gage Latham for an easy 2-point basket. Gage Latham once again just getting too many easy baskets. Like, I don't even know. You cannot just let him open like that. Is nodding, Prange to Simmers. He gets it in to Milligan. Milligan scores. And that'll cut the lead to 3. As Jacob Overton has it. Stevens over to Fleetwood. Fleetwood 3, no good. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Jasper. Hatchet fans don't like it, but, you know, the call was the call. Simmers will bring it up. Hatchets have a 3-point lead here with 1:18 to go. This is making for a great game, folks. Say the least, so stick around for the ending of this one. There's going to be a foul, most likely on Gage Latham. If it is Gage, it will be his second. Yep, that'll be his second foul. It's a good job by Gage Latham so far tonight, staying out of foul trouble. We're going to need him in the post. Jacob Overton still has 3 fouls, so he has managed to play through nearly a full quarter without picking up his 4th. Into Nordhoff. Nordhoff puts it up. No good. Rebounded, however, by number 33, Justin Persone for 2. Wright gets it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood to Overton. Overton back to Fleetwood. To Wright. Wright to Overton. 44 seconds to go here in the third quarter. He gets it to Fleetwood nearly through his hands. Back to Wright. Hatchets will look for the last shot here with 35 seconds to go. 31. Gives it to Fleetwood. To Overton. 25. To Fleetwood. To Wright. Wright back to Fleetwood. Hatchets need a score here with 16 seconds on the clock. Wright has. He picks up his dribble. Not a good decision right there. He throws it into to Latham. He throws it out to Stevens. 8 seconds into Overton. Out to Stevens. Stevens 3 on the way. That's good. Huge 3 there. 2 seconds into back. Oh, he stole the ball. And it is no good. Nearly a crazy sequence of events there for the Hatchets. Got a little excited there, but you know that was nearly a crazy play right there. So we come to the end of the third quarter here. 8 minutes to play. Washington has a 4-point lead, 39-35 here over the Jasper Wildcats. We will be back here in 1 minute. Welcome back here to the Hatchet House. Hatchets have a 4-point lead here. Notable stat here, Matt Stevens has 18 points already here in the first 3 quarters. We'll see how much of a factor he can be down the stretch. Ball's in the hand of Milligan. Milligan to Nottingham. Nottingham drives in, into Gage Latham, and they're going to call a foul. That was, see who they get for that. I think Gage was straight up, but see who they get for it. Yeah, they're going to get Billy Fleetwood. He got him from behind. That'll be his his second. First one is up, and it's good by Tyler Nottingham. We'll have one more to come. And it is up, and it's good. Nothing but net on both, so now the lead is cut to 2. Jasper has a semi-full court press here. As Matt Stevens gets it across. Billy Fleetwood now has it. He dribbles. Gets to Stevens. Stevens gets it to right in the corner to Fleetwood. Fleetwood over to Overton. Overton dribbles down, gives it out to Latham. Latham to Stevens. Stevens drives in. 2 on the way, fouled. Nearly went down. He'll have 2 shots to come. Looks like they're going to get 13. Austin Simmers for the foul. That'll be his 3rd. As Matt will have 2 shots. And he sinks the first. One thing you cannot do in a close game like this is miss free throws down the stretch. So hopefully the Hatchets can keep him falling. Second one is up. That one is long, no good. And there's a scrumper on the ground and into the hands of Tyson Wright. What a play there. Matt Stevens has it. And now Tyson Wright has it. He gets it to Overton. To Fleetwood in the corner to Wright. Wright to Stevens. Stevens thinks about 3, dribbles in, takes a long 2. That is his game right there. Very nice 2-point shot once again. And now Jasper has it. 3 on the way. No good. Rebounded by Gage Latham. And it is in the hands of Tyson Wright. Hatchets have a 5-point lead here with 6:34 to go. Fleetwood to Overton. Overton drives in off the pick of Gage Latham. Overton gets it to Latham, to Fleetwood, to Stevens. Stevens dribbles around, takes a long 2 again, and it's good. Once again, a very, very nice shot by Matt Stevens. And that's going to cause a foul, a timeout from Jasper. And the Hatchets are playing very well right now. 6:10 here to go in the 4th quarter. We'll be back here in 30 seconds here with WHSH Radio. Welcome back here to the Hatchet House. Washington has a 7-point lead here on the Jasper Wildcats, 44-37, with 6:10 here to go in the 4th quarter. This would be a huge win for the Hatchets if they can pull this one out. Jasper is a very high-rated team in 3A. Not quite ranked, but very high-rated compared to where the rest of the Big 8 falls. Nottingham gives it to Prange. Gives it to Nottingham. Nottingham. He's going to dribble left. And he's going to dribble back, and he's going to drive in. Gets it out to Prange. Prange, 3 on the way. No good. Rebound by Billy Fleetwood. Fleetwood's going to push it up in transition here. Fleetwood's going to slow it down now. Gives it to Wright. Wright to to Overton. To Fleetwood. Looks inside to Latham, and it's going to be nearly thrown away, but it's going to get it back to Fleetwood. Fleetwood drives in, nearly fouled. They're going to say he just lost that ball. It'll be Jasper ball. And Tyler Nottingham will bring it up for Jasper. Hatchets have the 7-point lead still with 5:20 to go. You know, they didn't score right there, but they did milk about 50 seconds of clock. So that's the only advantage right there. As That's going to be no good by Englert. It's going to be rebounded by Jacob Overton. Overton pushes it up. Gives it to Wright. Wright. He's going to give it to Overton. Overton to Fleetwood. Fleetwood looks inside, but gives it to Stevens. Stevens throws it in. Oh, it's going to be tipped into the hands of Tyler Nottingham. Nottingham. 4:50 to go. Puts up a long three. Air ball, no good. Rebound, however, by number 41. Jared Engelhart, and he'll put it up and in. And Tyson Wright will bring it up. Hatchet lead is cut to 5. Matt Stevens to Fleetwood, over to Overton. Overton throws it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood, 3 on the way. Air ball, no good. And it'll be Jasper ball. You can't afford to air ball shots like that when you're wide open. And both cheer blocks are now starting to get into it now. They are shouting back at each other. 5-point lead here, 4:12 to go. It is Simmers with it. Simmers to Nottingham. Nottingham, you need to body him up right now. But Nottingham drives in. No good. Rebounded by Jacob Overton. What a rebound right there by Overton. Overton slows it down. He's going to give it to Wright. Wright looks and gives it to Fleetwood. Over to Overton. He's going to dribble in himself. Throws it out to Stevens. Stevens dribbles in. Puts up a, throws it to Gage Latham. Nice shot there by Gage Latham with a great dish by Matt Stevens. And it'll be Simmers. Simmers handles the ball. Gives it to Prange inside. It's going to be taken out. And it was deflected, nearly taken away by the Hatchets, but it goes into the hands of Austin Simmers as I believe Matt Stevens went up for it and fouled him. Tough play right there as he kind of went up for the ball. Went into the hands of Simmers. He's kind of fell right on him. That'll be Stevens' first foul. So he's even stayed out of foul trouble tonight, so he's played extremely well. Nottingham will inbound. He's going to nearly throw it away, but Englert gets it. He puts up a 2. Short, no good. Rebounded by Simmers, however, of Jasper. Simmers gets it out to 41. Englert, and he's going to get it in the corner to Prange. Prange dribbles around. Out to Simmers. Simmers drives in, puts up a 2. He's going to be fouled, no good. And he'll have a chance for 2. 3:03 to go. Hirsch for the foul. It's his 3rd foul. And his first free throw by Simmers is up, and it's good. He'll have one more to come. Chance cut to a 5-point lead by the Hatchets. And the second one is up. That one is good as well. 2 good free throws there by Austin Simmers as the ball will be inbounded to Tyson Wright. 3 minutes to go. 5-point lead by the Hatchets as Wright gives it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood dribbles around to Wright. Wright looks inside to Kirsch. Kirsch out to Wright, over to Fleetwood. One thing you can't afford to do is to try and hold the ball for too long, because that's when you turn the ball over. And that's when, easy buckets in transition happen. To Wright. Wright to Kirsch. Kirsch to Stevens. Back to Wright. Actually need to be very careful with the ball as Fleetwood handles it, gives it to Overton. Overton drives the baseline, puts up a shot, and it's good. Very nice. And they're going to call a foul, too. What a play by Jacob Overton. And he has risen to the occasion tonight. Played very well. Be 2 more for Overton, a chance to get a 3-point play. Chance to increase it to an 8-point lead here. It's up. It is good. He has 11 points now in the game. And it's into the hands of Tyler Nottingham. 2:15 to go here in the 4th quarter. Into the hands of Simmers. Simmers, 3 on the way. Air ball, no good. It'll hit the net and just kind of trickle out of bounds, and it'll be Hatchet ball. Not a good shot there by Austin Simmers. 2:07 on the clock. Ball's inbounded to Stevens. Stevens to Kirsch. Kirsch back to Stevens. He'll get it across the timeline. Stevens in the corner to Overton. Overton to Kirsch. To Fleetwood. Over to Wright. Wright. Inside to Stevens. Stevens drives around. Inside to Jeremiah Kirsch, and he gets the easy 2-point basket. Jeremiah Kirsch with his first 2 points of the game tonight to increase the Hatchet lead to double digits here. Simmers has it. Over to, that's no good. It was over to, I believe that was Persone that took the three. It is no good. Tower Nottingham will check back in the game for the Wildcats. That'll be Jasper ball into their own basket. Inbounded to Eckler. To Simmers in the corner to Nottingham. Nottingham three on the way. No good. Rebounded by Jacob Overton. And he's going to get to Tyson Wright as he was triple teamed. Wright to Stevens. 1:16 to go. And there's going to be a foul on Prange. And, I mean, the Hatchets can do nothing now but pad the lead, hopefully. It's only the 16th foul on Jasper, so they still have one more. Or, excuse me, the next foul, and the Hatchets will be in the bonus. Fleetwood will inbound. He'll get it in to Wright. Wright. You're going to call a foul. I believe an off-the-ball foul on, I believe, number 33. Justin Persone. That's his second. Jeremiah Kirsch will have 1-1. Chance to extend the lead to 12. First one is up. It is good. That's Kirsch's third point of the ball game. Chance to make it his fourth right here. Kirsch. And it is good. Hatchet lead is now to 12. And some substitutions for Jasper. Number 43, Eric Nordhoff will come into the game for number 41, Jared Englert. As Nottingham, he's going to give it to, I believe that is Persone. And Persone has it. Persone to, it's going to be out to, that is Nordhoff, and he misses the three. Into the hands of Jacob Overton. Over to Wright and into the hands of Billy Fleetwood. And they're going to foul Billy Fleetwood. As Fleetwood will now have 1-1. Chance to make this a 14-point lead. With 42.7 here to go in the fourth. And I believe the Hatchets basically have this one essentially wrapped up. There's not much Jasper can do here. And now, I mean, the Hatchets is going to be a huge win. Huge win. Put them at 2-0 in the conference. And this really could just propel the Hatchets to a possibly being the favorite in our sectional. I mean, you know, we haven't lost anyone in the sectional yet, which is always a plus. We have many more games to come up against it, though. So, you know, as he sinks his second, this is going to be a very good win here for the Hatchets. And it's going to be into the hands of Stevens, so they're going to foul Stevens. As the Hatchet cheer block is now serenading the Jasper fans as they begin to clear out. We 1-1 for Matthew Stevens. I mean, what a win here for the Hatchets tonight. I mean, they played extremely well. Matt Stevens had one heck of a game tonight. And it's just all but time now, 32.4 seconds here left. Stevens has 1-1. Chance to pad his stats here. First one is up and it's good. Stevens will have one more to come here. chance to make it a 16-point lead, and that's what he does. Jasper has it now. He's going to be nearly taken away by Matt Stevens there, as that is number 33. The start is good by number 33, Justin Persone. And Overton has it. 9 seconds left, and Jasper will most likely back off now as it's in the hands of Matt Stevens. And a little bit of Matt Stevens just threw up an alley-oop to Jacob Overton. Maybe a little bit of a sign of disrespect right there, but it is what it is. And now Hatchets come away with a huge 14-point win here, 57-43 of the Jasper Wildcats. I mean, you couldn't say enough about how well this team played tonight. This is a sectional opponent, a conference opponent, and just seeing this win, how well we won, how well we played, just sets the ceiling so high for what this team can now do. This is Caleb Knapp here. I'll be back in a few minutes with the post-game show. Welcome back here to the Hatchet House for the final scoring and tonight's players of the game. First for Jasper in a losing effort, 43 overall points. They had 13 from Tyler Nottingham, 6 from Austin Simmers, 6 from Justin Persone, 16 from Jared Englert, and 2 from Reese Milligan. So only 5 players made it to the scoring column for Jasper tonight. And on the winning end for the Hatchets, Hatchets had 57 points. 25 of those came from Matt Stevens in a very, very nice night. 2 from Billy Fleetwood, 11 from Jacob Overton, 13 from Gage Latham, 4 from Jeremiah Kirsch, and 2 from Kiowa Jones. Overall, I think the player of the game for Jasper has to go to Jared Englert. You know, he played very well, especially early. They struggled a little bit late, but overall, not a horrible performance. And for Jasper, obviously, this has to go to Matt Stevens. Very, very good game for Matt Stevens tonight. 25 points. And I can't say enough about what he's done with this team since he came back. All right, this is Caleb Knepp here at WHSH Radio, signing off from a 57 to 43 win here over the Jasper Wildcats.